Hello, my beautiful people. So, give this here one quick moment. It's very nice out today, so I hope everybody is going for walks, socially distanced, but going for walks, trying to enjoy the weather. But I'm not here to talk about walking or the weather. I'm here to talk about the homeless people. Homeless people in the city of Pittsburgh were continuously and completely forgotten by the city of Pittsburgh, mostly because they just don't care. Last night, I got a call from someone, I'm not going to say who it was, but it was someone that I know wouldn't lie to me. And they were talking to two homeless folks downtown, a couple, a man and a woman. And they are together. They are married and husband and wife. And they were staying at a shelter, and they were put out of that shelter for whatever reason, various reasons. There are a lot of reasons to be put out of a shelter in this city, unfortunately. And they were just not able to go anywhere else. So they were out on the streets. This person reached out to me to see if I could do anything to help them, whether it be supplies, whether it be resources, whatever. I made a post, you guys responded. So I got a lot of information and a lot of resources for this couple, which is super amazing. So thank you. What else that I'm able to do and what I'm trying to get other people to start doing is I'm able to help by giving things to them, things that I gather from other people, and some things that I might have had. Particularly today, I was supposed to go downtown and meet with this husband and wife to talk to them about resources and to provide them with these bags that I got from someone amazing on Facebook that I met that donated these bags to me so that I can give them out to the homeless folks in the city. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to do that because of a scheduling error I didn't realize. And so I am not mobile. However, and thank you to Pat Authority sometimes, because they are letting everyone ride for free. So that means that these two individuals can get on the bus and come to me and meet me locally for free and get the supplies that I'm trying to give them that are for them, to be honest. The supplies that I'm talking about. The reason why I'm talking about it is because a lot of people are saying that they don't know how they can help. There's a lot of ways to help, really. And even if that is sending a tweet or sending an email or making a call and saying, hey, what are you doing for the homeless folks in the city? How can we help? What can we do to help you help them? Because it's just not happening. There's a lot of things you can do. But for starters, what you can do is gather some small things. Ask your friends, ask your family. We all have family. We all have friends. We can ask them for things. I asked my Facebook for things, and people will provide those things. So this bag here was given to me by someone who reached out on Facebook. And in this bag, I'm about to show you guys what's in this bag that I'm about to give to this man and woman who are just looking for a little bit of help. A toothbrush, okay? A bottle of water. Those are two things that just are on the top. But those are things that are important, especially right now. It's like super nice out. We need to get some water to stay hydrated. And soap. It's a can of soup. By the way, this bag was full of items. I only threw a couple things in there that I had gathered, like this bar of soap. But there's also other things in there, and I'm going to show you guys. Chapstick. A brush and comb, another toothbrush that goes in that bag, a soap bar. I'm just going to show y'all what's in the bag. And these are the simple things that you could do to gather for people like me, advocates, or regular people who are out here trying to help the homeless and help the helpless. You can gather these things for those folks so that they don't have to stress and that they can stay up on their own hygiene and care. Hand sanitizer, another bar of soap. I didn't go through the bags. There's a hat in here, which is pretty cool. There's a hat, a little pack of a whole bunch of items, a whole bunch of snack items. That's really cool. Of course, blanket, a nice blanket, which is super important because while it's nice in the day, you guys, it gets a little chilly at night. And this particular couple, they are on the streets right now until they get their placement, and they are soon to be placed, so they're they're just looking for some assistance right now, and that's why I'm super excited that I was able to help them with these bags. But that's within this bag. So this is a male's bag. The bags that were given to me were male and man and woman. And so some things in this bag aren't going to be in this bag because this is for a man, and the man don't need some of the things that are in that bag. So I'm about to show you guys what's in the bag for the women. But again, basic things: water, chapstick, soap, blanket. There's a hat. There's toilet paper at the bottom. I didn't show you guys that, but there's toilet paper at the bottom, a roll of toilet paper. All basic things that you could gather around your house that you probably don't even use anymore, that you could put into a bag. It doesn't have to be a book bag like this. It doesn't have to be a specific bag. You can put it into a bag and reach out and say, hey, I have some bags. Anybody want to take these bags? So again, things I added was just a bottle of water. Then the other things, again, this is the women's bag. So the bags that were given to me had these on them. So it tells me that it's a women's bag and that there's items in here that are for women. Of course, so I don't want to give it to a gentleman. There's another blanket in here. This is a nice blanket. They're not like comforters, but they're really nice fleece blankets, and they're pretty thick for the weather, so it's good. Another one of these. Listen, this bag is really cool. I'm really excited that I'm able to give these to this couple because they really weren't asking for much. They just asked for some basic supplies. But yeah, another snack bag. There's some teas in here. There's some crackers, little candy snacks. It's really cool. Lotion, soap, another soap, another lip balm. Again, everything that you see here, I did not. Some things I had in my house, a few items I had in my house, but like everything you see was given to me by someone else for someone else. So if you have these things laying around, please try to help. Feminine hygiene products for our women, because again, the bags are different, and if you have things like this that you can donate for bags like this to go out into the streets for the women that are out here on our streets, please make sure you consider that. Even if it's some products that you might have bought and you don't use anymore, or you might have bought and you don't like, that wasn't something that you wanted, what you don't want someone else may surely need, so you can definitely repurpose that purchase, I guess. These socks. Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff in this bag. There's these socks in here. I actually have a pair of socks, a brand new pair that I'm gonna put in the bag for the man as well. I believe this is a wash rag, washcloth, however y'all say it. Don't judge me, judge TV. Oh, another comb, brush, which again, all these things came from someone else. Okay, they're on the bus coming to meet me now, so that's cool. Yeah, so I'm meeting this couple right now. I wasn't able to meet them in the city, but they're able to hop on the bus for free to come to where I am and meet me locally so they can get this stuff. But there's a deodorant in here. Is it too windy? It's windy. This one has a razor, toilet, like Kleenex, tissue papers, and hand warmers in there. That's really cool. Another sanitizer in the woman's bag. Oh wow, there's wipes in here. There's wipes in here also. So if you have these laying around your house, come on y'all. Everybody has some wipes laying around. If you don't need them, reach out to someone that's helping someone else and gather these supplies into a bag and give them to someone that can give them to someone on the streets. A lot of people don't want to go out on the streets, and I understand that. But that's why people like me exist, and other people like me exist, so that they can go out onto the streets and do that. There's a lot of people doing it. They just don't talk about it that much. There's a mug in here, a coffee mug. That's really awesome. And then again, a roll of toilet paper. So I am simply showing you guys the bag and what's inside the bag so that you can see that it's not so much big things or expensive things, or really even what we don't take as important things that are in our homes that we just aren't using, that we could donate to someone else that is truly in need, like feminine hygiene products and washcloths, things like that, soaps, toothbrushes, toothpaste, waters, canned foods. The raviolis, they're actually edible right out of the container. So if you have some of those, like they're edible right out of the container. You don't technically have to heat them up. I know a lot of folks in the city when I was working down there that would definitely take them no matter what. Toothbrushes are super important for folks on the street because hygiene is just something that they don't have the privilege to appreciate every single day and all the time. So since they have a toothbrush, they're gonna oh, there's a little Oh, you guys can't see, but there's a little thing in there, a toothpaste. But they can't do basic things like we do every day: brush our teeth, wash our behinds. They're not doing that every single day because they don't have the opportunity or the privilege, the luxury, I should say, sometimes that we do. And so if they don't, try to help them out. Give some toothbrushes away. Grab some toothpaste. Those are all things that really help someone else out, and that's what's important. I'm actually trying to rush to put this stuff back in a little bit because they are on their way to pick these things up. And again, I'm not doing nothing that I'm not able to do. I don't have money. I'm not giving them any money. I actually told them that I would give them my 7-Eleven rewards points number so they can get a free pizza while they're in the city. You don't have to put a lot out to try to help someone out. It's not that necessary. There's actually small things that matter. Thank you. I'm actually looking for... I had a little bottle of sanitizer I wanted to throw in the bag. 1 second. Oh, there it is. Okay, so yeah. Again, it's really nice out, and a lot of people are really just in need of basic help. I'm super excited that I was able to do this, but these two bags right here are gonna literally change someone's day. It's not the most in the world, but it's literally about to change this couple's day because they're gonna have some things that they might not have had for a while. And that's really what my goal is, just to help them in any way I can. And if you have supplies, or if you can gather some things at your house, and you can say, meet me downtown sometime to drop them off. We can meet somewhere in the middle. You can come to my neighborhood, and we can meet nearby my house. And maybe you can give me the things you have, or if you're interested in taking things out. I got about a dozen bags like this from an amazing person, Amanda. And these bags, I only had about 5 left by the time I had distributed them over the days. So now I have 3 left because I'm giving these to these individuals that are coming. And so I can reach out, and she has more bags. Excuse me, she has more bags, and she says she's willing to make sure they're prepared for people that are out on the streets. Here's the thing. A lot of people that usually are out on the streets aren't able to be out because of the crisis. They're not able to advocate. They're not able to help because they're not in a position health-wise to do so, or they have jobs that aren't going to accept them being out in spaces that are high risk, or they work with high risk folks. So they're not able to do as much as they usually do, but what they are still doing is doing this. They're still gathering. They're still bringing supplies together, and you and I, folks like us, could run them around the city. Again, I wear masks, I wear gloves. When I meet these 2 individuals, we are going to socially distance. I'm actually not going to stand face to face with them. Just trying to help them out. And if you're able, do the same thing. Gather your supplies, gather your waters, canned goods, things like that. And not everything that I take or that I accept as donations for the homeless, they don't go to shelters. I don't give everything to shelters. Shelters are funded. They're underfunded. Let me mind that. But they're funded so that they have opportunities. And a lot of folks that have been in shelters have things that they would say about those shelters that would make me not want to take all my supplies there. However, I take what they need, and everything that's left over, I try my best to distribute it to the folks that are actually on the streets every day, that don't go to these shelters, or they're not welcome at these spaces. Another thing that I want to talk about real quick, because people are confusing me, is homeless folks are so judged. Okay, as people, we judge folks. That is what we do. That is in our character. It's a human thing, and it's terrible. But we judge people, and when we start judging people that we don't know and that we don't understand, is when we start finding ourselves saying homeless folks don't matter. They matter. They matter as much as you and I. So don't judge them for what you see. Judge them for what you don't understand, and try to appreciate that, and say, I don't know how they got there, but I'm pretty sure they don't want to be there. Nobody on the street is going to want to be on the street mentally. It's not that simple. So consider that when you are talking about the next homeless person you see. And if you see them, give them a water, give them a hand sanitizer, buy them a drink or a slice of pizza. It doesn't really matter. Do what you think you can do to help them and to give back. But please stop forgetting that they exist and stop undermining their struggles and their experiences, because your shared experience with them is not existent. You don't share an experience with a homeless person if you've never lived on the street. So stop trying to compare yourself to those folks and stop trying to exist in those spaces that you do not exist in. Okay, if you're not living out there, if you're not camping out with the folks on the camps, then don't try to act like you understand their struggle. A lot of people keep saying that folks on the street want to be there. Folks on the street, a lot of folks on the street have mental illness. A lot of folks on the street are vets. A lot of folks on the street literally have a crisis that stopped their life. We have a crisis that's stopping our lives. Are we any better? Think about that. And in the meantime, and in between time, remember, you got me and I got you. So see, we're never alone. Please, y'all, if you can help someone that is less fortunate than you, that is in a situation worse than you, just try to help out. And stay off of Facebook judging everybody. In the meantime, in between time, enjoy the beautiful day. Take your dog for a walk. Take your children outside. Don't take them to the park, but take them outside in your backyard. Thank you guys for listening up. And please, honestly, if you can help the homeless, help the homeless. It's important. It's important to me, and it should be important to you too, because we could all be homeless from a crisis that we don't know is coming. We could all be homeless from this crisis that we're living in right now. Don't forget that. Thanks, everybody, and love a stranger.